All right. What's going on, everyone? Back with another video. Actually, we just did the video at the same time. That's why you see Nathan and I were in the same shirts. Jake joined us for this video.
Yes.
But this video is how to get over nerves when you're dueling. Let me share the video. Let me share the screen, and then we can just talk about it.
Ciao, get off.
Screen. All right. Let me know when you guys can see.
I got you.
All right. There you go. How to get over nerves when dueling. First one. Take a breath. Hold it for a few seconds. Let it out. I do this, to be honest with you.
Don't fart.
Yeah. I'm always like, I'm like, good to go. Like Ash Ketchum. I put the hat backwards. I go in there. I'm good to go. But we all know when we're coming in. I don't know what you did when you first started dueling. I know you had to be nervous. Nathan, you're nervous. Jake, you had to be nervous.
Yeah, I was only nervous because I didn't know how to play the treasure deck.
Boy, you were
Not just that,
nervous.
you had
I
to be
seen you
nervous for other stuff,
shaking.
right?
Yeah.
I seen you shaking with those Charizard cards in your hand on that video. Don't lie. Don't lie.
I dropped a few cards.
Yeah. Why were you nervous?
Well, first off, I don't know how to play the deck, and I, like you said, I had to take a breath, and I didn't practice the deck before I actually went to go verse someone.
There you go.
I think
Jake,
I have to do more than that.
First time dueling.
First time dueling, I wet my panties. Not gonna lie, I was super nervous. Shuffled, made a lot of mistakes.
I know it's more. We'll keep going into the things of how to do it, but just your first time. What did?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like my first time, I done wet my panties.
What did you do? Yeah.
Yeah.
But why?
Remember,
why were you nervous?
I want to say because you never do it before, and you're like put in the spot. I think my first time dueling, I can remember it is when we first got into Yu-Gi-Oh. I was playing that guy that said, "I have a $600 max rarity Shadal deck." Remember we played at when I played Judgment Dragon, and I got absolutely no, it wasn't JJ's. It was Samurai Comics.
Oh, like
down,
yes.
So Samurai in downtown Phoenix, yes. But I got absolutely clapped by one guy, and it was rough. But I think because you don't do it enough, it's just like a basketball game. You know, you're getting in, your nerves are worked up, and even though you do the breath in and out, I still think sometimes it doesn't always functionally work. But a lot of repetitiveness. But first time, everybody's nervous. It's a natural instinct. You don't just go in there. You could be super confident, but once you're staring down and getting ready to battle somebody or duel somebody or whatever, you still get, those nerves still clock in.
Do you find taking the deep breath? Did you ever do that? I did that.
Yeah, it works a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It does work in certain situations. It does work a little bit. I found out, having like an AirPod in your ear, listening to like on low, listening to like some like comforting music or whatever you like. Me, I listen to everything.
Save those tips. Save those tips. Don't do it yet. We're getting into it. You're jumping ahead. Nathan, did the breath work for you? Did you take a deep breath? Did you do this stuff?
No, I didn't take a deep breath. That's what I told you.
You didn't. Do you think it would have helped? You think just?
Yeah, it probably would have helped a little bit.
Okay. All right, let's get into the next tip.
Give me a real quick second. Give me 1 second.
Okay. We'll continue. She'll jump back in. Don't be afraid to lose. Everyone loses at some point. This is huge for me, right? I hate to lose.
Yes.
I hate to lose so much. But that is honestly, when I went to go duel the first time, I had a Blue Eyes deck. And I did. I didn't have a good Blue Eyes deck. I had the Blue Eyes deck that you got out of a structure box. So it was not well put together. And I did not practice. Didn't know. But I went in there and I was so nervous because I hate to lose. I was like, I can't lose. And it put me on like the edge of my seat the whole game. And I hated it. But I did lose. I lost. Of course I did. My deck sucked. What was I supposed to do? I went against Mermels. And I hated to lose. How did you feel? Were you scared to lose?
Yeah, because I didn't want to lose against a girl.
That's true. And if you lost against a girl, what would happen?
Yeah, you would make fun of me a lot, and it would be embarrassing.
and I did. It's not, hey guys, I know girls play the things too, but just how we grew up, you can't lose to a girl, and it happens. I've lost to girls. I don't care, but it's still in us not to lose to girls. Is Jake back yet?
No.
Okay, so we'll continue on. Jake will come back up and answer. All right,
yeah.
Next one. This is the biggest thing that you gotta realize. Okay, your opponent was new at some point. They know how you feel.
Yes.
Okay, like I told you in the last video that we did. Everyone starts off new. No one comes in a pro. We all had to start from ground one. You got to know your opponent was here before. And just knowing that kind of makes you okay. Because you'll get players like me, players like Jake, and you'll be the same type of player where we'll play new players. And I'm like, relax. I'm like, take your time, relax, you're fine. I'm like, don't stress at it. I don't care if you read all these cards. I don't care what you do. Take your time, just relax. Because I'm not here to rush the player, although it's time thing, so we had to rush a little bit. But I'm not here to make his time unenjoyable. I want him to keep playing like you. I would want you to keep playing. I'm happy that you're playing the game that I'm playing. So with you playing that game, that means that game's going to keep playing and keep going.
Yes.
So that's how I see about it. What do you think? Did you think did you go that cross your head that the girl that you're playing, she was new at some point?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because when it was probably her first time actually playing, she was probably nervous and probably maybe lost unless she had a deck that she actually knew how to play.
I guarantee you, even though you went in there was nerves at some point. But nerves make you better.
Yes.
Because you're scared, so you're playing a little sharper. But you're not playing sharper. It doesn't make any sense, but it does. Because you're aware of some stuff, but then you're too much of aware and you think you're going to look stupid. And you don't want to look stupid in front of your opponent who already probably trying to judge you, but they're not.
Yeah.
I don't judge you. I know you're new. I know a lot of people's new. I play a lot of new people. But that's what you have to remember. Your opponent sitting across from you was new at some point. Don't be scared. They were nervous just like you. Let it go.
Yeah.
All right. I can't see the screen, so I can't see you guys. So I don't know when Jake comes back.
Okay.
When Jake comes back, you let me know.
Okay, I will.
Okay. All right, next one. Oh, goes right into the thing. Don't be scared to look stupid. Again, we were all there. Kind of what we just went over right now, right?
Yeah, and when I did the Pokemon tournament, I felt stupid when I dropped the cards because I was nervous.
Yep.
And when I messed up the thing, because I forget you can't play, what was the card again? Like, you can't play this certain card.
Oh, you try to evolve. Rare candy.
Yeah. I couldn't do my rare candy. I'm like, what? I thought you were able to do that. But apparently not. And I messed up so many times.
Did she help you?
Yeah, she did.
She did. Yes, she did. I watched her. And did she let you take that card back?
Yeah, she did.
Yes. That's what we do. I do the same thing. Like the other video that we're playing with the shadow points, where you played the Dark Bribe. Did I make you throw that card away?
No, you were teaching me how to play.
No. And I will do that with everybody. I don't care who it is. Well, see that back. If you're a pro player, not a pro player, if you're a seasoned player and you kind of do that, and the game's worth on the line for like the number one spot, yeah, you're gonna throw it away. But if I'm playing you and we're in like the first, second round, and you're a new player, I don't care. I'll tell you stop. Don't use that yet. You use it later time. I'll help you along. And I did that with you, right? I told you. Yeah. Kind of instructed you. And I would do it with all the people. I like, don't go too fast. Don't react too fast because I'm going to react to your face or your hand movements. I said, you have to wait till I declare something. So don't get excited. Don't be afraid to look stupid. You were...
how the Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you told me when you went to battling phase and didn't attack me yet, right when you said battle phase, I quickly went straight to my Mirror Force.
Yes, and I would not have attacked
Jake's back.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm back.
All right, so that's where we're at.
Little Yugi
all right, Jake.
FaceTimed.
You got to answer a couple questions real quick. So we already answered it, and I already talked about it. So let's go. For number 2, don't be afraid to lose. Everyone loses at some point. Were you afraid to lose on your first, second, third duels that ever come into play?
Yeah, I don't want to lose at all. We're very competitive.
Yes. Now, but do you think that hurt you a little bit because you're scared to lose, so you didn't play the best of your abilities? Okay, I agree with you, and I said that about my
on my
blue eyes.
screen. You're frozen. You look like you're frozen, and your eyes are closed, like you're sleeping on my screen.
It's probably just all going up and down. It'll go together at the end. Don't worry about it. I think it'll be fine. Until we start blacking out and I can't hear anybody, we're good. Okay. So I agree. Nathan said he was afraid to lose to a girl. And I said, why? And he said, because you would make fun of me. I said, 100%. And I said, that's just how we were brought up. You don't lose to a girl. And I said, we've lost to girls. I don't care what happens. We've lost to girls. And we'll make fun of each other. But there's nothing wrong with losing to a girl. It's just in us to make fun of each other. And we're going to do that no matter what.
100%.
Yeah.
Don't care. Okay. And then I put the next point. Your opponent was new at some point. They know how you feel. Right?
I think so.
Well, think about it. We were new, right? So we don't go and treat other opponents like jerks. The new kids, we help them out. That's it. We know exactly how they feel. I mean, there are some jerks, but we know how they feel. So when I'm dueling Nathan, when I duel another person, I'm like, relax. And I always tell them, relax. I'm like, you're good. Read whatever card. Ask me any questions you want. I will help you. Relax. Right. And then they get relaxed. So just tell them you're new.
Like that last, not to interrupt. Remember the last time we went to JJ's together and you're playing your Grados and I was playing my Monarchs, that little kid that was super nervous and missed playing all over the place and everybody was getting frustrated with them. I had to tell them during my duel with them, I was like, hey, breathe and relax, man. Like, you're making too many mistakes and you can't do all this stuff. And the kid was like just everywhere. So yeah, no, I think at every point, like, we do step in those footsteps and remember, like, just like, you know, I'm doing virtual tournaments tomorrow and Saturday. And I know for a fact I'm going to be super nervous because I haven't been in a duel since we left JJ's that one day. That I think last year in 2 years ago in January, right?
About 2 years ago. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's it. Next point, we went over this. Don't be scared to look stupid. We've all been there.
100%. You gotta laugh at yourself sometimes. We all make mistakes.
Yeah. Nathan dropped his deck when he was shuffling.
I dropped my cards. I didn't even use my own dice.
He did not use his own dice. I forgot about that. He didn't use his own dice. The lady had to put dice on him, and Nathan's over there sitting with his dice.
My dice is right beside me.
Yeah, I was like, Nathan, why didn't you use your dice? I don't know. She had her dice, but you don't.
I was waiting these patties.
She already put it down on my card.
He was like this. He was like, "Don't hurt me."
And when I was shuffling, I dropped my cards.
Yeah, he did. Because Nathan was super nervous. All right. Next point. Okay. Here's the next point. Ask to read the cards. In the defense of time, you should be learning decks and cards. Knowing decks and cards will help. So you can ask to read cards, but you know how we have a time limit on our duels. And we're in tournaments, right?
So you kind of have to be fast.
Yes. You have
or
to
just ask them, hey, what does that do?
No. All right.
No.
So
but just don't be a man.
In the other video. Wait. I tell that story in the last video. That's it. That's exactly the story I told because I trusted that guy and he was wrong. So you could ask them, but chances are they may not know and they may tell you the wrong story. So read the card. Ask them to pick it up. If they say no, judge, hey, I need you to read this card for me, please. Don't be afraid. You're going to have to read the stuff because 100%. You don't want to lose. And you don't want to be cheated. You don't be robbed.
Yeah.
All right. And Nathan,
100%.
Yeah, I told you. Nathan should have picked up the cards and read it, but he didn't want to because he didn't want to, I don't know, put a burden on the lady or look stupid. And that goes back to don't be scared to look stupid. Read the cards. I will read the cards. I have done it many times.
Yes. I think we've all have. I've read cards when it came down to like Cosmos. When I played Ghost Tricks, I've asked to read cards. Remember when I beat that salty old man with that played a Morphagus? I even had to ask him to read those cards, even though he says I spank Monarchs, and he got spanked himself. That was great.
Well, we ask, hey, can I read that card? Yes. Okay, then we pick it up and read it, and that's what we do. Just ask to read the card. If you're not sure, like, all right, just to make sure. Okay, So this is what these videos are more made for, like Nathan, for new duelists coming in, but they also help vets like me and you too. So, all right, and the last one is play a deck you know. If you don't know how to play a deck, you will feel that you are rushing and make dumb moves. Hence,
yes, 100%. What I did. Yep.
Yes.
But we've all done that, though, Nathan, not just you.
Yes.
Yeah,
100%. That's what I said. My first duel, I played a Blue Eyes deck. I made out of a structure box. And I didn't realize.
Yeah, I remember that.
I didn't spend enough time playing it. Yeah, I went to the tournament. You guys said, let's go to the tournament. All right, cool. I got a deck. Let's go to the tournament. Well, I had no idea how to use those Blue Eyes. I had no idea what to do.
Yes,
I lost badly. I did. I lost against Mermill. They killed me. But that was what I was talking about. Is if you learn your deck and practice, you'll be all right. You'll be good. Learn other decks so that way you know. That goes up to the other point. Learn other decks so you kind of know how to counter them. But the more you know, the less nervous you will be.
Right.
I guarantee you.
Yeah, 100%.
It'll take about three duels. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's going to take you about 3 duels. And the nerves are going to start to come down. And you'll be fine. The first duel, you're also, like, okay.
Oh, I thought you were... Go ahead, Matt. I thought you were...
No, I think we have a lag.
Yeah. Because that's all. Like, I think you're done talking, and then I was like, first duel. I'm like, oh crap! I shouldn't have opened it. I shouldn't have said nothing. But also, like, if you know what I do and what I've been doing for the past I think week and a half now with looking at it is go on YouTube and also research what decks are out there. So, like, with me, I will always call Matt, and I'm like, hey Matt, tell Nathan, look at these top new decks. So when he's playing his Giratina lockout deck, that this is going to come up in the next cards, and he's going to look out for if he's playing competitively still. Just like me, like when I built my Tempai Dragons, I have to build to understand that I'm going to be playing Snake Eyes, Voiceless, Labyrinth. Because if you guys all watched the last video where I lost to a Labyrinth deck, I had no idea how that deck ran, and I got smoked. And because I got smoked, I had to go back and do my research. So now that I did my research and watched hundreds of videos on these guys, now I understand how to play around certain cards. And me and Matt, we'll have phone calls and stuff like that, and we have like very in-depth talks about how to play around certain cards. And for Yu-Gi-Oh, not only, but Pokemon, you really can't play around. You can play around, but it's just not as invasive as Yu-Gi-Oh is with like D barrier and stuff like that. That's for another video. But I think always do your research, because your research is going to help you. Just like when I think Matt, you're gonna going with me to Anaheim, right? We're gonna go
yes,
to the YCS. So in the YCS, I got to figure out what all of California is playing. So they have a pie chart, and I got to make sure to go through that pie chart to see what's gonna be next meta, and am I gonna be playing all of just that meta, or what am I gonna be playing, so I know what to take into that NYCS when that happens. So expecting NYCS at the end of the year, I'll be there.
Yeah. I have nothing else to add. This is good stuff. Nathan, you have anything else to add?
No.
You could try these tips. You're gonna
I'm gonna try these tips, and I draw my cards, use my own dice.
Yes. Jake, anything else to add? Are you good?
I'm good.
All right.
I think we did a lot. I think those are some good topics.
Yeah. If you have any other suggestions, man, can we get suggestions out? If you have any suggestions, comments, tips, or if we missed anything, let us know in the comments below. Let us know what you do, or actually, I'm curious. Let us know about your first duel of what you went through, because I like hearing those stories. You heard my first story about the duel with Blue Eyes. You heard Jake's first story about Shadal, and you heard Nathan's first story about Charizard, where he dropped his whole deck and lost to a girl.
Wet his panties.
So, hey, my first duel, I didn't lose to a girl. There's only one guy who lost to a girl.
Yeah, well, for me, he's up. He's above. He's down below me. He's up above you, Matt, on my screen. He's right in the middle.
Oh, he's below me.
Okay, he's right below me too as well.
I won't lose to a girl again.
That's all right.
But like I said, hopefully, like you though, to add on to this, though, to kind of in the cut of it, is it what you got to do, though, Nathan? Is it if you want to play and be in that competitive style tournament and you want to continue to play Pokemon, you got to continue to play Ghost. They call it ghost playing, where you literally shuffle your cards and you act like you're making plays and stuff like that to keep going. Or, your dad has the Mewtwo deck that he can play you with and his Charizard. So there should be no reason why on next tournament on Saturday, this coming Saturday when you're playing, that you can get choked up, because you should already have that out of you and know how to play around Charizard and beat Charizard. But I think you just have to get a chance of continuing to play constantly. So when you step in foot inside the card shop on Saturday, you're going to be a way to go. And I feel like a lot of people don't have that. Like, like me and Matt, I was clear across town. Matt was, pretty much the same. And the only time we got together to play was only on like Wednesdays or Sundays when we all met up to play. So we didn't really get to test out our decks that well and stuff. Yeah. So I just think, you're in a great position where your dad plays Pokemon and has an actual meta Pokemon deck that you can play with and play around to know how to do the moves and get out of certain sticky situations.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to tell us about your first time dueling. I'm curious about that. And until next time.